Hey everyone, in this video we'll be discussing the spotlight caches of November, specifically which ones are worth rolling on and which ones are worth skipping. Let's dive right in with November 7th, which is of course the week where Miss Marvel comes out, so we don't get a new card in the spotlight caches. What we have instead are some, well, old favorites. We have Alioth, Knull, and Negasonic. Now there's a couple things worth noting here. All of them have relatively low win rates and modest cube rates. Negasonic, completely disastrous. Now Negasonic is actually one of those cards that has potential in the future, especially with Gladiator coming out. You might see a resurgence of Silver Surfer, and in my experience, Negasonic is pretty damn capable in those decks. So I wouldn't rule out Negasonic quite yet, just in the current meta, not the greatest card, although the buff did help her out a little bit. Now, Knull is a linchpin in Destroy, so if you're a Destroy player, you pretty much need Knull. Knull is fantastic in those decks, and very notable that nothing does what Knull does, just like nothing does what Alioth does. One of the most frustrating cards in Marvel Snap, despite the nerfs and the win rate and the cube rate being lower than expected, people being very familiar with the Alioth-based play pattern, it's still a very unique card in Marvel Snap, vital to control-based lists that offers a win condition that no other card in Marvel Snap does. If you don't have these cards, they're definitely worth getting. Overall, a 3-star week, no new card, but the cards that are here are either very impactful or potentially impactful in the case of Negasonic. Moving on to the next week here, we do have November 14th. This is the week where Gladiator comes out. Now, I tend to be very high on Gladiator. I think Gladiator is going to be pretty good. It used to be a 3.8, it's now a 3.7, so naturally there was something there, right? And I will say is that Mirage is a good card. It's just a good card. It's nothing broken. It's just good. And Loki is a fantastic card. Despite the changes that have been happening here, especially with Mobius being nerfed, unnerfed, and brought back to life and all this different stuff, right? Loki remains a very consistent card. It is definitely an Infinity Conquest winning card. You can get to infinite with Loki. It's the type of card that no matter what's relevant in the meta, you can just steal their deck and play it with cheaper value and basically kind of outperform. So Loki is going to be an excellent card if you don't have it already. I think Gladiator is going to be good. I think that, overall it's going to be very high value in many different disruption and surfer based decks. So overall, I like this one. I like this week a lot. It gets 4 stars. Mirage is good. Loki is one of the best cards in Marvel Snap. And again, nothing does what Loki does. So it's definitely worth picking up. And I think Gladiator is going to be good. So this one gets high marks from me. Now, 21st to 28th, this is an absolute banger week. This is the one you really want to save up for. Annihilus, Daken, and of course X23. These are fantastic cards across the board. And Annihilus, whether or not Annihilus shakes the meta up as much as we think it is, it has an extremely unique effect that we're not going to see anywhere else. It's going to activate an entire archetype in Disruption and Toxic. It is just so damn good. It's an incredible looking card. It used to be a 5.8, got toned down to a 5.7, probably because it was insane. Then you have Daken, who low-key is an incredibly consistent good card, okay? It's not getting to the insane numbers that we might have tried during its season pass heyday, but it's just a very consistent 3.8. Why wouldn't you take that, right? And then of course you have X23, which is a staple card in Destroy. Overall, these are all good cards. They're all going to be good cards. And if you don't have Daken and X23, they're vital to a lot of key strategies, especially with discard making a bit of a run like it is right now. This is a 5-star week. Definitely worth saving your caches and rolling on. I think Annihilus is going to be great, and we know that Daken and X23 are damn good cards as well. So this is one you want to roll on. And then we have November 28th to December 5th. This week is without question the most skippable. So if you're someone who's looking to conserve your resources, what you're likely to do here is spend your 3,000 tokens on Martyr if you really want to get Martyr. Don't roll any of your caches because Jean Grey, listen, the stats don't lie, not a great card, even though I really like it. Spider-Man 29.9, absolutely terrible. Does it get buffed before the launch of the Spotlight Cache? Who knows, right? You have multiple OTAs in that. You're going to have a patch actually before this. So it's entirely possible these cards get buffed or updated before the launch of the Spotlight Cache, and that of course changes the rating. But as of right now, this is so skippable, it's not even funny. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is just my perspective. I encourage you to check out other people's perspectives on these Spotlight Caches. Your resources are valuable. And if you'd like to see more content, I got a video for you right there that you can watch. We'll see you in that next Marvel Snap video.